Hi, everyone. My name is Bill Soroka, founder of NotaryCoach.com, the Notary Business Builder Advanced Community, and best-selling author of four best-selling books that are designed to help notaries build a business that thrives even beyond loan signings. I'm excited for today's Profiles in Ink interview with Patricia Lankford from California. Hey, Patricia, how are
Hey,
you?
Bill. How are you this morning?
I'm doing so good. Loving your energy this early in the morning.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been I've been looking forward to our conversation because you have a unique perspective and a unique opportunity that you have brought to not only your business but your community, and of course the innovator spotlight as part of NBB. And I can tell that it's something that's close to your heart, and I can't wait to share that with everyone. But first, you know how I love a good origin story. So,
Okay.
my first question for you is what the heck brought you to notary entrepreneurship?
What brought me to notary entrepreneurship as a youth, I knew I always wanted to be into real estate.
Hmm.
Real estate was fascinating to me as a kid. You know how your mom would have her friends over and they go, "So what do you want to be when you grow up, Patricia?" And my response was a real estate broker. And they go, "What do you know about a real estate broker?" Well, let me tell you. And so I'd go on to tell them because I did my homework. One of my instructors was a real estate broker, and I had a question for him every day.
Hmm.
So moving forward with that, I went to college and my major was real estate, and quite naturally, the notary came with it. So I got my commission and I got my license, and that's where all that extended from because the love of real estate.
Nice. And then how did it transition from real estate into almost purely the notary aspect?
Um,
Or has it? You still do both.
no, I don't think it has a pure notary, but I darn well try and keep it that way. Uh, it's been uh, it's been difficult to make the transition, but I made the transition. Uh, if I could just be candid here, my commission was revoked at one time.
Hmm.
Okay, and to have it reinstated, I was in a women's shelter when it was reinstated, so I was going through a horrible time
Hmm.
in my life, and mm,
Yeah.
my notary commission came, and I knew that that would be my exit from the situation I was in.
Hmm.
Excuse me, it's really emotional to talk about,
I
but
appreciate your
it,
vulnerability here. Yes, please.
yeah, it was a time. I went through some things, and that's when I ran across. I think it was you and actually it was no, it was Laura, and I don't remember exactly what she did, but uh, Carol Ray was giving a symposium or something of that nature in um, Modesto, I think it was,
Yeah, I think that
and
was,
that's what.
yeah, Carol brought all of us together.
Yeah,
Well, Laura brought us
that
all
day.
together there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that day I met you. I met uh, Laura. I met Carol. It was just a phenomenal day for me. That's where the initial change came about with that certification, and I vowed that I would continue. Uh, my relationship with Carol was deeper than most know, and I still get emotional just by talking to her, just talking about her. Yeah. Okay, Bill, I promise I'm not going to continue to cry. I got to stop this. Okay, I got to stop. But for me to succeed as a professional notary is very important to me. This is my last job.
Mm.
Not working for anybody else. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Doesn't matter how hard it gets. I am not turning away. I'm just not. I love what I do. I enjoy helping the people. I learn something new every time I go out. I learn something new when I'm with my colleagues. And the best part about it is they're always a phone call away.
Yeah. Patricia, already answered my second question, which is about what you love about this. But I really appreciate your vulnerability and sharing your story, because there's so many notaries that are going to be listening to this interview, and they're going through struggles too, where life didn't go the way they expected it to. Different decisions put them in different situations. And one of the things I've always respected and admired about you since we met, that was back in 2017,
2018.
2018. I
2018.
mean, that's how long ago that was. And through that all, it didn't stop there, right? Life didn't just suddenly get easy once you met
No,
at the
no, it
symposium,
did
right?
not.
Like, you have been faced with challenge after challenge after challenge,
Challenge
and then
after
an
challenge.
elbow here and a fist here and getting a kick in the knee here. I mean, you have been through it, and through it all, you have you have stayed the course. And I know behind the scenes, you have to pull yourself up. But if had some advice for notaries who are just going through it, or just anybody who's looking for a different opportunity, just going through it, what advice would you give them?
The advice I would give them is this: if you are truly, truly, truly in this business to help people, and that's what you desire to do, let nothing, let nothing get in the way. Nothing.
Mm.
I mean, there are good times, there are bad times, and I've had my ups and downs, as you mentioned. But stay your course, because at the end of this, you know that there's something there for you if you really want to do this. And when I say stay your course, I mean when you go in and you help an elderly person get their documents in order. If it's a, what do you call it, a reverse mortgage or something, and you just help someone go from one situation to another, that there touches my heart. Not everybody has the patience to sit with them and listen to the stories, but I love the stories. Okay. Um, I say, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Doesn't matter what it looks like. If you truly believe in yourself and what you want to do, because I believe in me, and I believe that at some point, my business will be one of those six-figure businesses.
Mm. How do you remind yourself what you're focused on? Like, is it just remembering what it feels like to help people, or do you have a conscious process that you go through to just remind yourself of your own greatness and to get out there and keep going?
Well, my thing is, I mean, the greatness everybody else sees. For me, just not. I know that service is who I am. You say
Mm.
Patricia Lankford, you say service. And I've always been of service. So each day, regardless to how hard it may look, I get up and I go for it, Bill. I just
Mm.
go for it,
Mm.
because I know that at some point, like I said, the change is going to come. I think we spoke about that this morning in the Toastmasters meeting about being flexible and the change, you know, and you know what? Everything must change. Nothing can stay the same. There are some people that would have thrown in the towel by now. Nope, not me. I mean, I have to juggle, say, you know what? Am I going to pay for this training, or am I going to pay this? So I have to kind of, strategically set up how I'm going to do things, because my business is it's not like everybody else's. The business is just going really well. No, that's not where I am. I just moved to a whole nother different county. So I'm rebuilding relationships and all of that. So I mean, my presence is very important. But again, I'm back to the juggle as, okay, so do I pay this or do I pay that? Do I pay the $300 for the chamber membership, or do I stay over here and continue with the free things, to like your Google business and things like that, to get me some business? And do I go to the free events to, just to hang out or whatever I need to do?
Right. Well, it's a tough decision, right? Because and you seem to have a pretty good grasp on almost investing in your future, right? Like, if you are going to pay $300 to join a chamber, you know that you have to work that, and it's the outcome is what you're looking for. Or sometimes you have to say, all right, it's not in the cards right now. I'll do that next year. Right now, I'm going to focus on the free and get the phone ringing and dinging so I can start cultivating some business here in the new county.
Yes, and then like you said, with the free thing, like the event we did this weekend, I offered 10 free notaries, you
Nice.
know, for anybody. I mean, I mean, no one took on the invite, but it was offered,
Yeah,
and to let them know that I am the notary in the community, and this is what I can provide for you.
I love that. And your commitment to service is really a perfect transition to talk about your organization and what you bring to the table as part of the Innovator Spotlight in the Notary Business Builder program. Now, you do an annual prom dress and suit giveaway as part of your organization's Guidance to the Future. And I just love this concept and love your heart around it. So I wondered if you could just tell us how this organization came apart for you, why it is so important to bring to your community.
It was I was raised by a single mother, and it was a struggle. It was six of us. My mother had six children,
Mm.
and I knew that if I was having issues as a woman, someone else was having it. Okay, and I watched all this around me. So fast forward, I'm sitting in a new home sales office in a trailer. And I said, you know what? If I'm having these issues, I know someone else is. So Bill, the letter came and from the IRS saying that congratulations, here's your 501c3. I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, clueless. Fast forward, this organization started that prom dress and suit giveaway out of the trunk of my car.
Mm.
And as part of the reason why you can only find documentation from the 2016, but we have the physical pictures and all the rest of the stuff to go with it. It's always been an exciting time. I mean, to load up in the car, and we were mobile. Like you said, we went from place to place, and that's the best thing about guidance to the future. We're never going to give an event in one place. It's going to always move around. It's not going to stay in one place because the need is everywhere. And being a raised by a single mom, and luckily I had a sister who was a seamstress. So my dress was, I had my dress tailor made, and that saved a lot of dollars.
Yeah.
And I know that parents, during these times right now, they're struggling. They're
Yeah.
struggling big time. And over the weekend, we had a fantastic time. The person that gave us the suits, the tuxedos for our children, Bill, they were designer tuxedos.
Mm.
Perry Ellis, Kristen Dior. So the
Tell us
kids got
about the
the
event, Patricia. What event?
we had a prom dress and suit giveaway in Santa Monica on April 13th.
Mm.
It was a fantastic event. The radio station 93.5 was there. We had a seamstress from my current area that I live in here in San Bernardino County. We had financial literacy because this is financial literacy month. There were hairdressers, there were makeup artists, there were barbers, and all of these people came out of the industry. And these are successful business owners. And they took their time to come out and serve the kids with me. And we had a fantastic time.
And so tell me a little
And
bit more about what it is that the organization does for these children.
well, we provide, like I said, once again, we provide the prom attire, but we also provide the interview attire if needed once they go on jobs, their mock interviews, their resume building. Again, the financial literacy piece, because it's very important that they know how to budget, because you're talking about leaving high school, going straight into college. You need to know how to budget because you can't always pick up the phone and say, hey, mom, I need $200, you know? So because they never ask for $100, they always ask for 200, for one for them and one for their friend. So so it's important that they have the skill set to succeed when they go out there in college. It's not easy, and they don't teach that in school. They just don't. And I feel that they need that. It's very important that they receive it. Um, and
What do you
again,
think,
there's so many. Go ahead, Bill.
I was going to say, what do you think this does for a kid's self-confidence at this pivotal stage in their life?
I do believe that it lets them know that they can reach back or reach out to an organization like ours if they ever needed any guidance. Again, guidance to the future,
Mm,
and to let them know that the support is there.
yeah.
The support of the founder and CEO, the support of the relationships that have been built with guidance to the future that address anything that they might have, any issues they might have, be it be mental health, be it be like, again, I say the financial piece, or just, reaching out for job resources, different things like that.
I think it's such a gift, especially if somebody's grown up in an environment where maybe the support that some of us take for granted wasn't always there. Just to know an organization like yours is there and wants to help them succeed, wants to see a brighter future for them. I know, Patricia, that you probably have a lot of success stories, but off the top of your head, do you have one or two that you'd like to share with us?
Yes, I'd like to share one, and it's one of the children that attended our event. Actually, it's my best friend's daughter who attended our event. She is now graduating medical school.
Wow.
She's grad- she is going to be a pediatrician, and I am so excited for her. And through our program, she was a recipient when she got ready to graduate from high school,
Mhm.
and her and a host of her friends used our services, and we just followed her throughout college, and her mom has been a plus, to the organization. We founded a food program for the college students through her being in college, knowing that all the kids in the room, and they were like, well, we don't have any food because we were taking food every week. And I'm like, what's going on here? The funds aren't there. But I do appreciate that uh, most of the colleges now have things set up for the kids to have that food, because it's important, because they just don't have the funds.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't have the funds.
I remember those days well, and that's so true,
Yeah.
especially in today's economic environment. Patricia, this is an amazing program that you set up. I love that it started as a vision in your head, it started from the trunk of your car, and it's really grown into what it has become today. But I think you're still just getting started. Do you feel
Yeah.
that as well?
I know I am. I mean, if I could just tell everything, then I'd give it all away, and I can't give it all away, because I really need the community. I need the world to know that we are guidance to the future, and
Mm.
that's the plan, to guide them into the future.
If somebody was listening right now and was inspired to act in support guidance to the future, where could they go to get some more information?
Well, first they could go to our website, which is www.guidancetothefuture.org. And they can always reach me at via phone at 562-326-2459, or they could email me. And my email, well, I have two emails. I figure I'd use the Guidance to the Future email versus my pal Notary. But either one will do. So it's guidance to the future 2000 at gmail.com, or PAL1 mobile notary, PAL1 notary at gmail.com.
Beautiful. And of course, I'll put that in the show notes and include that for anybody who'd like to listen. And I'm curious. One of the one of my favorite questions is how can someone support your business? If somebody said, how can I support them? What's the one thing or two things they could do right now that would support guidance to the future?
Oh, Bill, that's one heck of a question, because we're always in need of something. And because of who I am, I'm like, oh no, I don't need any help. I could do it myself. But in order for this thing to get to the level that I'd like to see it go and pass on to family members, I'm always in need of, number one, the support of the clothing, and number two, support financially for uh, different items that the children may need, be a pair of shoes during the course of the year in that senior year, or if it's a need for a sports item that they may need, they may be on one of the sports teams. Uh, I mean, you name it. I mean, we have young ladies that have other needs, and we'd like to be able to just supply those needs.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So the website again is guidancetothefuture.org. And Patricia, just for a clarification, when you say clothing, it's mainly prom or business interview related clothing, or is it any kind
That
of
is
clothing?
the Well, we'll take on the prom. We are going to have a clothing drive real soon, and it's not only for the prom attire, but it's for the business suits that the guys and girls need to wear to go on these job interviews, because we ask them to come dressed as if they were going on a job interview, and some of the things they wear are not job appropriate. So we would like to make sure that they not only look the part, but feel confident in the part that they're playing in that job interview.
Excellent, Patricia. Thank you so much for the service and the commitment to your community and to the world. I think this makes a world of difference. And thank you for joining us here at Profiles in the Ink. Any closing words, last minute words, anything you'd like to say?
Yes, closing words. I would like for the world to know that Bill Soroka is the man. Bill Soroka is the man. Okay, he's the man. And not only is he the man, you guys, his heart is as big as the world is round. And him, like me, he's a servant. He serves. And he never misses a beat. Never misses a beat. And I just want to thank him. Thank you so much, Bill, for everything you've done for me. Every pen that I touch, every time I print a piece of paper, the Chrome laptop that I use, it's because of you, Laura, and Carol.
Well, it has been absolutely my pleasure to share the journey with you. And thank you for those kind words. And thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, everyone.